I started wrestling because my dad, wanted to be like my dad. When I first got here, I didn't really truly believe that I deserved to be here, I was that walk-on kid. Coach Smith, for the first year, I don't even think he looked at me or said a word to me. The college wrestling environment is not for everybody. There was blue chip recruits that I came in with that quit. The guy who beat me in the state finals, he quit within 3 weeks. I knew toughness wasn't going to be a problem. Coaches like Coach Smith, coaches like Coach McNamara, they saw something in me. They said, you know what, this kid might not have been a state champ. This kid honestly probably isn't that good, but he works really, really hard. Let's pour into him, and I was poured into so much here between these four walls, and it's turned me into an All-American, and even more so, it turned me into a guy who wants to go out and do great things in the world.
In a college setting, you can choose to do a lot of bad things. The right choices that you make about going to class and what you're going to choose to do. We call it Tiger style here, and Michael chooses to live the right lifestyle. The great thing about Michael, it wasn't just him. He brought people with him, and that's what helped step our program up, and it elevated us because he was living right.
When I was in middle school, Mizzou started becoming like a national powerhouse, and my team used to come. When I was in 8th grade, I came here, and Mike was my coach for the week. I would always hear stories from people around Missouri about how hard Mike worked and stuff, and he was a hard worker and had so much success. When I was growing up, I wanted to be just like him.
There were many a guy that I could tell you that said, I would say, Michael, this guy's going to live with you this year. You're going to help change him. And he's like, well, I can't always just help him, but he did. That's what makes him special, is that he's not only just a great athlete, he's this person that lives his life right and is going to make the right choices and get after it. Guy you want a dozen of those in your program. If I had a dozen Michael Chandlers, I'd be one of the greatest coaches. So.
Yeah, we're here at the Thoroughbred Wrestling Academy in Maryland Heights, St. Louis, Missouri, very close to where I grew up. I've always wanted to get back involved here in the St. Louis community, and no better place to do it, or no better avenue to do it than young kids. We got middle school kids here, we got high school kids here, we got young kids here. Myself, Ben Askren, Marcus Hain, all coming together, really trying to change lives, really trying to enrich kids' lives, really trying to build them up and make them realize that they can become champions. And it starts right here, working hard every single day, making the right decisions, just like we did throughout high school, throughout college, and now in our professional lives. So 3 guys who have a heart for helping people, but not just people, but younger people. They're excited to change some lives here at Thoroughbred Wrestling Academy.
Have an apple.
Yeah, if your checkup's too good, we just give you candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually brought all you guys in here for root canals.
Come on, it'll be fun. We'll do a group root canal.
So basically, in a roundabout way, it all goes back to Mizzou wrestling. Got my tooth knocked out by Mizzou wrestling. The university set up the appointment. Well, I was waiting out in the waiting room, just like a normal patient, just like, oh, and I'm like, who's this cute girl in all these pictures? This might be his daughter. this might be his daughter. It's gotta be his daughter. Here I am, married to the girl of my dreams.
Yeah, I think he's just an awesome provider and an awesome man, and he's got the integrity so his heart matches his head. And I couldn't be prouder of the guy. Yep, I'll keep him. Even if she dumps him, I'm keeping him.
See, I got him for life. I'm good.
How have you been?
Good, just training. Like, wait, is
that? Oh, that's new.
Is that Zeb? That is new.
Yeah.
There's Zeb.
New
We're
since
gonna
you've
go
been
see.
here.
I was gonna say, we're gonna go see Zeb in a little bit, bro. Right now. I want to show you guys my zebra, so we gotta go check him out.
Come on, bud.
This is Zeb. It's a zebra in Missouri. Probably one of the only zebras in Missouri, actually. If you look at them in real life, I always thought they were bigger in real life, to be honest with you. I always wanted to ride them, though. It'd be sweet to ride a zebra. We're here at Kent Willett's Ranch. This is a place that Bree and I come back to between fights to kind of decompress, do some fishing, do some outdoor stuff, hang out with Zeb, the zebra. There's no better place in Missouri. There's so many kids here in Missouri that want to go out of state. They want to go to these different states and these different schools that they think are cool. But I won the Bellator world title a year and a half after I left this wrestling room because I was tough. Being a Missouri Tiger has a lot to do with who I am today. You know, I think I'm the man, the competitor, the fighter I am today because of my time there at Mizzou. My sweat and my blood will always be somewhere in that wrestling room.
You know, I'll tell stories all the time before practice, you know, the way they train, the way they live their life and this and that. But then when they come in and they just grab the guys and hang out with them and they talk with them and they get to see the real person. And the real person is the real deal, and it makes it special.
That's my way of giving back. That's my way of showing them how much I care about them caring about me.
I'll get a tweet from him every once in a while, and it's like, hey coach, the guys are living Tiger style, I was watching the match, or he'll even recommend things. I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I think that's awesome, that he cares that much about this program still.
You know, I bleed black and gold to the day I die, and there's nothing more inspiring to me than going back to Mizzou.
The great thing is, those guys come back.
All right, Tiger style on 3. 1, 2, 3, Tiger style!